people who've escaped a cult. What horrifying secrets did you discover? I was only 6 years old when my parents started touching me. I grew up with 35 brothers in a household where we were forced to worship our daddy, who we would call God. As much as I hated living here, it was the only life I'd ever known. It was normal to me. However, I was always weirded out by the large men in animal masks who would touch us late at night. None of us liked it, but we were forced to take turns in partaking in it. Some of us had considered escaping, but had grown up being taught we'd be punished by Satan himself, which was enough to make us stay. How could we have known any better? That was, until last week. We were sharply woken up from our bunk beds as normal, ready for homeschooling. But something was off. One of our brothers was absent from class, which is never the case unless someone has been sent to the torture room. But he hadn't misbehaved, so he was missing for a different reason. Mother, or at least the person I thought was our mother, looked extremely worried and jittery today. We all called this woman our mother, but had no idea if they were our real parents, and I would never dare to ask. Immediately, she began questioning us in regard to our brother's absence from class that morning. I said I didn't know where he was. That was the truth, or half of the truth. She insisted that because we share a room, I must have known something about his whereabouts. Again, I said I didn't know where he was, trying to act as normal as possible. After a while of her sitting there, staring at me with those burdening eyes, both of her arms folded across the edge of the desk, I finally suggested that we go looking for him. "And just where do you suppose we could find him?" she asked. "The woods, maybe." "You know we aren't to go into the woods. I don't think he would have made it that far anyway. Somebody surely could have stopped him in time." "I don't know then. I don't know where he is." She stared at me for another infinite moment. Finally, the tension in her eyes broke. "Well then, you'll just have to go to your room and don't come out." So I did. I trotted back to my room.